welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a 1 month update on my Ecuagenera plants I imported about a month ago. I'm also going to show you some new plants I just recently imported from them as well about a week or two ago, so that's going to be at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. Let's get into it. First up, we have the Anthurium forgetii white stripe. This is the newest leaf that recently unfurled in my care. It's so beautiful, it's so healthy, and this is again the white stripe, and it's called that because of the silver venation. These are some of the imported leaves that are still here, and they look really good as well. A little bit of yellowing, but honestly, I think it looks pretty good. You can see there are a bunch of roots popping out here. The bottom. So this one is definitely gonna need a repot pretty soon into some soil. I keep this one in my Exo and it seems to really like those conditions there. So I'm just really happy about this one. It's doing remarkably well and I'm excited about that. So yeah, that's the Anthurium forgetii white stripe. Okay, the next one is my Anthurium regale. This one originally came with 3 leaves. I chopped one of them off because it was just like very awkward looking and wouldn't fit in my Exo, and I really wanted it to go in there, so I chopped it off. Short story, long story short. So this is one of the remaining leaves that I got during import. It looks amazing. And then this is the other leaf that came during import as well. And then it pushed out this leaf right here pretty recently. It's still a very tiny leaf, but it's got some time to grow, so it definitely will grow into like this size for sure. You can see some roots here, brand new roots, super healthy. Got some more on this side, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and then 2 more on this side as well. So it's really doing well, and I'm excited about that. So this is it. Anthurium regale. All right, next we have my Anthurium crystallinum. This one is a giant. This is like, it's actually the size of my head. This is the newest leaf that just unfurled. It's still actually hardening. That's how new it is. It's huge. This is humongous. Like, this is not normal, but it's so beautiful and it's so healthy. That's the newest leaf, and these are the leaves that it came with. Also doing all right, a little bit of browning and yellowing here, but I think that's to be expected at this point. Not mad about it. And then this is the very last leaf that it came with as well. This one is doing so well. It's the only Anthurium I have right now that's in soil. Everything else is in moss. It's got so many new roots, like this one that's popping off the top. That's why I have moss to top it off, because there are some shoots coming out like for the roots at the top, so I just want to make sure that it's got a little cushioning, if not soil. So there's a bunch of new roots going on. You can see there's one there, there's some down here, just everywhere. It's just growing new roots all over the place. So I would highly recommend getting a greenhouse for your Anthurium if you don't already. But if you're not able to provide them with a greenhouse, then I just recommend using a humidifier, because these guys really like their humidity. And while not all Anthurium love light, most of them do love good ample light, medium to high light. But there are some Anthurium that like low light. In fact, we're going to talk about one next, but this one is my Anthurium crystallinum. Speaking of low light Anthurium, the queen warocqueanum Anthurium likes lower light. Do not be deceived. This is not an Anthurium that likes high light. Exhibit A. I had this one in my tank, my Exo tank, way too close to the grow light, and look what happened. Very sad. It got burnt, crisped. And this one also got pretty crispy at the top. I ended up chopping it off because it was annoying me. I was so mad. I was like, ugh, rookie mistake, even though I'm not a rookie. But anyways, if you can look past the cosmetic damages, then you can still really appreciate this plant, because it's still pretty aesthetically pleasing. I think it's a very beautiful plant. It's got that beautiful venation down the center with a dark green contrast. Like, this has always been a wish list plant of mine for so long. So even though I sort of messed up the look of it, I'm still really excited about it and happy that I have this in my collection for sure. As far as roots go, it does have a new root coming in. It's very small right now, so you can't really see it. And with the glare of my ring light, you definitely can't see it, but that's all right. Just know that this girl is doing a-okay, even if she doesn't look it. Next, we have my Anthurium villenorum. This one is doing pretty well also. The leaves are a little wonky. This is how they came, so I'm not like upset. I'm not surprised. It is what it is. It's pushing out a new leaf, also wonky, but I'm hoping that this one will get it together soon. It hasn't lost any leaves. It's only pushed out this one, which is weird looking, but it's doing well for the most part, I would say. This is definitely one that I have never owned before. I've never ever really wanted before, but when I saw it, I was just like, yeah, I want it. I have to have it. So yeah, it's doing awesome. Same issue with this one as far as roots go. Same issue with the queen that I just showed you. This one does not have any crazy root action going on, but it is growing a few smaller roots. This one has got some ways to go before I pot it into soil. Let's just say that. But it's doing well. I'm happy about it. It's healthy. And yeah, that's it. The Anthurium villenorum. Okay, so the very last plant that I imported a month ago during my first import is kind of a sad story. So this is my Philodendron mamei. So this is what is left of it. It used to be a pretty big and luscious plant, and now unfortunately it's not. It looks like this. I had to chop it up a little bit. I had to chop it up to help promote new growth, as is the case with a lot of philodendron. So far, this is the only little bit that it's produced for me, just this little tiny baby leaf, which is sad, but it's all right because I'm a pretty patient person. I can wait, and I have it inside of this. So it's two chunks. There are two chunks in here. This one, and then I've got another one in there. And so I have it in moss in this little container, just like a takeout container. And then I seal it up and I put it in my Exo for some light. Just say a prayer for this guy. I think he'll be all right, but it's just not doing well. My Anthurium shipped amazingly, so well, all of my Anthuriums, but my philodendrons, it's a different story, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later when I show you the new philodendrons that I imported from Ecuagenera. But it just depends, I guess, on the philodendron. But I just think that philodendrons have a little less luck with shipping and importing. So just take that advice as you will. I'm sure maybe you'll have better luck than I did, but this is my mamei, so yeah. Okay, so that's it for all of the original Ecuagenera plants that I imported. Now we're gonna go and talk about the recent ones that I imported from Ecuagenera. So let's get into that. Okay, so first off, we have the Anthurium politiflorum. This one is such a beautiful plant. Never owned this one before. I never really thought about owning it before. But again, I saw it online and I just knew that I had to have it. So it's a really exciting one. I love these strappy leaves. No new growth yet. Well, I do have a new growth point actually. It's right here. So there is a new leaf coming in. So yeah, right now this one is chilling in moss. No significant root growth. I've only had this one for a few weeks anyway, and it's living happily in my Exo greenhouse. But this is it. Really pretty. So the next one here is my Philodendron gloriosum. So pretty. This leaf especially is my favorite leaf. It's got so many really awesome velvety, pillowy, green leaves. It imported pretty nicely, I would say. And then this one is a little green, but it'll be fine because I think, sorry, not green. I meant to say yellow, but because it's still also a little green, I think it'll do just fine. So that's why I'm not chopping it off. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll just kind of miraculously just stay healthy and not die. But yeah, I have this one in a ceramic outer pot, but then I have it in a clear inner pot in moss. It's already growing some new roots, but they're very minimal, so you can't really see it. And then it has this new growth point right here as well. So yeah, safe to say this one is doing very, very well, and I'm very excited about it as well, because this is definitely one of my, I guess you could say, wish list plants. I've just been dying to have it, and I just never got around to buying one or finding one, and Ecuagenera helped me out. So this is it, my Philodendron gloriosum. Last but not least is my Philodendron roseo. So pretty. I just love a green leaf. This is the other leaf that it came with. Really pretty. And then it's pushing out this guy right here. So hopefully in a few days, it'll be a beautiful new leaf. Yeah, it's also same issue here. It is within this glass container in moss. Yeah, no significant root growth as of yet, but more on that in the future. Definitely, I will be doing a 1-month update on this guy and on my Philodendron gloriosum and my Anthurium politiflorum. If people are interested, I will go ahead and do that in a few more weeks, since I've already had this one for a few weeks, to let you guys know about the status of those. So that's all for now as far as my Ecuagenera imports. Right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you where most of my imports live, and that's within my Exo-terra tank. So I'll give you a quick update on what that looks like now. All right, so these are the plants and their position within my Exo tank. This is just everything that I've just showed you guys, from the regale to the forgetii, crystallinum, politiflorum. I also have a pink princess in there with low variegation, not much going on. And then back there is my Anthurium clarinervium. And she is not an import plant. I actually got her from a domestic seller. So yeah, I didn't feature her in this video, but she's doing pretty well. And yeah, all of my plants in my Exo are doing really well as well. I just have some Halloween decor on my Exo tank for the holiday coming up. Yeah, but that's all. All right, that concludes today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, go ahead and like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.